So John, 2-0 win away at Charlton, live on Sky. How was that for you?
It was brilliant, for the players really. They worked themselves into the ground. I hadn't played for 3 weeks. At times we looked a little bit rusty, people losing the men, maybe a little bit sloppy with it in possession. But overall I thought it was a terrific away performance. I've never had the best of luck coming here. And we've always seemed to be done with late goals or a bit of controversy, so it was glad to see it over the line tonight. The effort from the lads tonight was fantastic, and some great football played. Quality goal, a second goal, and the guts and determination of our two strikers. They ran themselves into the ground. Ryan came on and did the same, and that's all you can ask for them. We know the abilities in there. We'd like to be hitting the target more. We had lots of shots that were wasteful tonight. But on the whole, I think no one can deserve us to win, and their manager did say to us after the game that we deserve to win, so that was nice to hear.
You mentioned first game in 3 weeks. People said we may come into it a bit rusty. Certainly wasn't the case tonight.
Well, little areas that you're looking, little specifics, you can see a little bit of rustiness in them. But we started off at a high tempo. We had 3 or 4 shots in the first 6-7 minutes, and then the game settled down a bit, and then it went to end, and it was a really good game to watch, from a neutral's point of view. But we always believed we could maybe up it a notch, and then second half, they counted on us a lot in the first half, and then second half it was slightly different, and we did use the ball quite well, and as I said, we scored a terrific second goal.
And the win takes up to 5th in the league table now, so belief is growing amongst fans, amongst players, amongst ourselves. How important is it we go to Lincoln in the Papa John's but keep that form going?
Listen, we don't get carried away whether we're winning or losing. Football's a very, very fickle game, and when you think you've completed it, it's not like Sonic the Hedgehog or Fortnite. You don't complete these games. You're always striving to get better, you're always striving to learn, you're always striving for your team to improve, and when I stop doing that, I'll stop being a manager. And our players are keen to learn, they're keen to get better. There's some really terrific prospects there. Some could play higher and might bring the club a few bob at the end of when it all the dust settles in the end of the season. But we'll just keep going and trying to win as many games as we can.
You mentioned your 2 strikers running themselves into the ground. We've got to talk about Coley Bishop, another brace, live on Sky Sports. What were your thoughts of his performance?
He's fantastic. Deserves to man the match. Although Dion ran him a close second, dropped into right back and into the right wing back, and was terrific again. So, but there was big performances out there from everyone. Seamus ticked away, without doing anything spectacular. It was always in the right place, the right time. Matt the same, Sean the same. Sean was, had an effect on the game, passed the ball really well. Joe Pritchard was a threat all night. The back 3 defended stoically, magnificently. Nathan, when he was called upon, made important saves, great catches. It was an all-round brilliant team game. Harvey, until he well off, battled away really well. I couldn't fault any of them. They were fantastic, and it's pleasing when you do that and you get the results. Sometimes you play like that, you don't get the reward of the results. And now, we've got to try and take that on to the next games we play.
You mentioned Nathan's goalkeeping abilities there. It was also his kicking ability that set up.
Yeah, they set up the first goal. He'd been aware that they were leaving 2-on-2 at times, and we'd spoke about that before the game as well. And he was keen to exploit that, and he does it well. But Toby does it well as well. That's one good thing about our goalkeepers. They're great with the feet.
And Gary Roberts coming on to make his first appearance since rejoining the club. How big of a moment is that for him?
Fantastic. And I'm just so pleased for him that he can make a bit of an impact when he comes on. And Sean, a layoff from not playing for a while, then he stop-start, and Sean's done great to get 82 minutes out of him. It was fantastic. And Sean's only going to get stronger as he gets fitter.
And then lastly, Harvey went down with a slight injury, looked to be his back. Is that the case there, do you think?
It's just a spasm. We're hoping it's not going to be too serious, but we'll monitor that over the next couple of days.